Welcome back to the Spin Meter. Today we are taking a look at the biggest X-Over project release that Hasbro probably ever did. It's the 25th Anniversary Collection. This was originally released by Takara to celebrate 25 years of Beyblade, and a lot of people did not think that it would get a Hasbro release. But Hasbro did the deed and gave us a huge W. This set became available to buy from Hasbro for $79.99 on the Hasbro Pulse website. Originally, Hasbro had some for sale at San Diego Comic-Con, and that was when they announced that these will be limited editions available at retailers at a later time. So far, I have not actually seen these in actual stores, and I only managed to get one because I was fast enough. As far as I know, they are sold out on Hasbro Pulse now, and originally, yes, hobby stores like Mall of Toys and other stores did get these, but for me, they costed like over 200 bucks Canadian, which I am not paying. But now, since Hasbro is selling them locally, I got it for not even half of that, and that included shipping it to me. Apparently, they can't release this set in Korea because licensing issues with the original and Metal Fight series. The anniversary set comes in this white sleeve that you have to take off first, and it comes in this very nice looking silver and black box. Now, I am just going to tell you right away, the packaging is completely identical to the original by Takara. Hasbro has always changed the packaging and sometimes names of the products in Western releases, but in this case, they left this completely untouched. So the names of the Beyblades are still their original names, like Storm Pegasus, it's still spelled with an I instead of a U, Victory Valkyrie instead of Valtrek, I don't know, and Dran Sword instead of Sword Dran. We still have the artwork autographed by the original creators, like Takao Aoki, who was the original creator of the Plastic Gen, I recognize that writing, Demizu Posuka, who was known for The Promised Neverland, you can see there. Can you imagine if we got an animated movie with all four of these guys together like Yu-Gi-Oh? If you look closely at the artwork, the Beyblades that are drawn on there are the X-Over Project Beyblades that are in Beyblade X, and not the original ones because of the 3-pin holes that are on each Beyblade. The packaging and just overall presentation of it looks absolutely phenomenal. Like, I don't want to open this, but however, these are toys and they are meant to be played with, so we're gonna take a look at each individual Beyblade, just for you. And by the way, a vast majority of you watching are not subscribed to this channel, so if you are enjoying the content that we do, please consider subscribing and enable notifications so you don't miss out on awesome Beyblade content like this one. I appreciate your support either way. Beyblade! So, cracking it open, we do get the Beyblades, but the front bit chip stickers for Dragoon and Pegasus aren't on the blades, which isn't a huge deal because they provide these optional stickers for the blades. Dran Sword also gets optional stickers as well, but it is purely optional since it never has stickers to begin with. It just makes Dran Sword look really cooler. Alright, the stickers are all on the blades. The collection and amount of stuff that you get from this is really awesome. Not only do you get Beyblades, but you get the respective launchers for each Beyblade as well. So we are going to go through each Beyblade in this collection one at a time.
Dragoon! Storm Attack!
Let's first start with the OG itself, Dragoon Storm. With this release, I now have the entire completed Blade Breaker set in Beyblade X. Recently, Dragoon S and the Blue Dranzer S were released in Hasbro, and I already got Drasil in the Japanese version, and with Dragoon, this completes my collection. Dragoon obviously being the blade that belongs to Tyson, and I have no doubt Hasbro will release Drasil really soon. It is unfortunate though that Dragoon is locked behind the anniversary set that is almost $100, so original Plastic Gen fans, if they want to complete the set, will have to shell out the money for this rather than buying Dragoon as a single. But the blade being ported into the X system still looks pretty good. The plastic parts that were originally the main contact points back in Plastic Gen have been condensed back behind the metal. The weight disc that was in Plastic Gen is molded as part of the actual attack ring because obviously the plastic will immediately break upon fighting X Beyblades. My blade weighs 25.5 grams. Yeah, that is pathetic. And because this is a left spin Beyblade, it does come with a left spin launcher. This comes with a left spin winder launcher, which offers a lot more power than the string launcher at less pull effort. The color of this matches up with the color of Titan's original, and this even comes with a special Dragoon grip on the ripcords, which is also just as long as the whole launcher ripcords, which is obviously really awesome. Extra rotation with the increase in length, and an easy firm grip on the pull. There is a left spin winder launcher available to buy by itself in Japan, and from what I understand, it's not available yet in Hasbro. The parts that Dragoon comes with is a 460 ratchet and rubber accel. 460 is a low height ratchet with 4 contact points. I don't really enjoy 4-sided or 2-sided ratchets that much since they're so easily burstable, but they do offer very powerful strikes when attacking. The 460 is an all white opaque plastic, and the rubber accel is a white and blue rubber bottom. So it is faithful to the original since that was what it looked like, but unfortunately in Beyblade X, rubber accel is as useless as ejector seats on a helicopter. Has such awkward movements around the arena, and while it does travel fast, it's got absolutely no stamina, so it has to rely on one-hit kills. The performance on the stock combo alone is not really good. In fact, it's probably one of the worst performing blades I have ever seen in X so far. While it was expected, it still makes me feel bad that this can't even do semi-decent, probably because of how the weight disc mixed with the plastic is designed, where the shape of the contact is not great to give strong attacks. Though it might fare a little better if we had this maybe on 560 point or 360 rush or something, it would maybe make this a little bit more competent, though as is the case with the X Over Project blades, they are meant for collectors or fans of the old series to get them back into Beyblade. So it's intentionally designed to underperform to not overshadow the current blades in this generation, though thanks to this release it is now possible to build a team consisting purely of left spin blades if you've got the El Drago remake and Cobalt Dragoon. So that is a really huge thing if there are fans that prefer left spin blades, but I have a feeling that once a better left spin blade inevitably releases an X, that you can just switch Dragoon Storm out. But overall, the presentation of Dragoon Storm in Beyblade X is still pretty nice.
It's showtime, Storm Pegasus!
Next up on this journey through the Bay Time Machine, we have Storm Pegasus. This blade definitely has a lot of hype because of the fact that the Beyblade X bays take a lot of the design inspiration from the Metal Fight bays, as a lot of fans agree that Metal Fight was really the height of the design aesthetic for the franchise. So to have the main character of Metal Fight, Jinga Hagane's Beyblade, ported over to the X system is definitely something that will get a lot of fans excited. The blade itself looks very nice, with the front face bolt being the same as I remember it. It's a 3-sided attack type blade, and the contact points are a wide side, and wing designs right on the metal. I believe that was how it was back then, but I don't have my old Storm Pegasus anymore, but the overall blade design shape of it still looks pretty good. The weight of the blade is 31 grams. Yeah, don't expect this to be doing much, but surprisingly still close to blades like Obsidian Shell. For the ratchet, we get a 370 that is a solid blue color. 370 is not terrible, but it's not the best either, and honestly it just makes the Pegasus blade look super thick. And then we get another rubber accel that is a blue color with red rubber at the bottom, which is faithful to how the performance tip on the original Pegasus was. Again, I've set my piece on rubber accel. It's purely to match how it looked in the original and nothing else. Pegasus comes with an all-light blue string launcher since Jinga originally used a string launcher in the original, so that is pretty cool. Maybe I'll try this blade out with 360 underflat or low flat or something sometime, since performance-wise, this is just okay in my opinion. Not quite amazing, though on the plus side, I can finally make that all-Metal Fight team with Rock Leone and El Drago. Or even an all-Pegasus team with Aero and Blast Pegasus.
Valkyrie, together we're gonna become the best Beyblade team in the world!
Next up, we got Victory Valkyrie from Burst. Now, this is really where my knowledge of previous generations stops because I'm not a Beyblade Burst fan. I didn't get into it yet. I'm still on Metal Fight, so it'll probably take a while. So I will just judge the blade purely by its appearance in X. As far as I know, this was owned by Vault Aoi, who was the main protagonist of Burst, and the front plastic faceplate looks pretty cool. The metal contacts are actually painted metal coats, so if we use this, it will get scuffed up, which could hurt my soul a little bit. I only know that Valkyrie got an X remake with Volt Valkyrie recently that is only available on the gacha as the main prize. This is technically a 3-sided attack type blade with the 3 main contact points having a widened surface similar to Dran's sword, and then slanted down points that are lower as additional contact points for lower hits. So the design and overall look of the main blade looks pretty cool. The weight of my blade is exactly 34 grams. That is actually, for an attack type, low but still towards the average. It's higher than attackers like Feather Phoenix and the same or higher than other types like Obsidian Shell or Viper Tail. And stunningly, it's heavier than both Dragoon Storm and Pegasus, so there definitely seems to be the most potential with Valkyrie than any of the other X Over projects that we have gotten so far. For the ratchet, we have a 260 that is a translucent single color blue, and like I said, 260 is not really for me because despite its aggressive nature, it is still very highly burst prone. And then we have another rubber accel with the main body of the bit being blue and then a black rubber tip. Apparently, it's very lore accurate to the original Valkyrie. Valkyrie comes with a blue string launcher since Vault used string. This one is slightly different than the one that comes with Pegasus since the shade of blue is a little darker and the hooks is a black plastic rather than being blended blue with the base color. Valkyrie in the arena definitely has the strongest performance compared to the previous two. With its wide contact points, it's able to create a very strong heavy attack that can knock opponents out with ease. There definitely is a good attack potential with this blade, and I can definitely see Burst fans in X potentially putting this in their decks with the right combo.
I'm gonna show you something extraordinary. Extreme Dash!
Finally caught up to the present with Beyblade X, we have Jackson's Beyblade, Dran's Sword. But in this collection, they call it the holo version because of Dran's Sword's gear chip sticker being holographic. There are stickers for the metal that you can put on if you want to make it look cooler, but other than the cool holographic sticker and the optional details that is included, Dran's Sword is exactly the same blade that you would be able to find right now in stores. The blade mold is still the same, weight is still 34.8 grams, which is way heavier than the other three, and even comes with the exact same 360 in flat that would come with the regular Sword Dran single. And the launcher we get for this is a standard black winder launcher that you can also find in stores, and most Takara Tomy starters come with it. The only difference is that the winder launcher that has Beyblade 25th anniversary written in gold instead of the winder launcher name in white, so that is something that is also really cool, but otherwise it's the same launcher. The entire collection for the value that you get is amazing, with 4 blades that belong to the main characters, compatible with the current generation. They are all super nice, and they all come with great looking launchers and the autographed artwork. Takara Tomy definitely gave us great value for our money. This is definitely worth all the pennies that you pay for this product. There is one thing though that could particularly piss off some Hasbro players if they actually care. These blades don't have QR codes to scan into the Beyblade X app developed by Hasbro. I don't know if it's just me in particular that got a mistake or something, but my blades don't have those QR codes that Hasbro blades usually have to scan into the Hasbro app, which is strange since these blades were actually advertised on the app, and now fans who enjoy the app won't be able to add these blades to their collection. This doesn't affect me in particular because I don't really care for the Hasbro app, but it just comes off as a weird choice, or that they forgot to put them in since this is a one-for-one import from Takara Tomy. Again, not a huge deal for me, but it might upset the small portion of Hasbro bladers. But plugging a score on this 25th anniversary set, I'm giving this a 99%. It's absolutely phenomenal. The real value that you get for your buck, it will never feel like a waste of money if you decided to treat yourself to one of these, because getting 4 blades, 4 launchers, an autographed piece of art, a cool box, and a stroll down memory lane while celebrating 25 years of Beyblade, they definitely gave you more than your money's worth. It's a really great set, and also the ripcords that came with this set, they came straight instead of bended unlike the regular products, so that's cool too. But like I said, originally when Hasbro announced this is a limited edition, and while I did score off of the Hasbro website, they may still appear at regular retailers, and once they're gone, they are gone. And my only issue is really the scalping problem with this being limited. So I am hoping that they have a ton of these ready to sell, because I know practically every Beyblade fan will want to have this, and it's just an amazing set overall. I highly recommend it. Takara Tomy pulled no punches to make sure that this set felt as special as possible, but let me know what you guys think about this set in the comments down below. And also, on the topic of doing something special, I'm going to do something special for you guys. If we can get this video past 200 likes, and also Kate and Sigi's Beyblade X channel past 1,000 subscribers, then I will make a poll asking which one of the 4 Beyblades in this set you want to see a combo video on, and the one that has the most votes will get the combo video. So not only will you be getting awesome Beyblade content from both of our channels, but also you'll be putting smiles on kids' faces at the same time. Support this channel by pressing the thumbs up and give us a subscribe for more awesome Beyblade content. I've been Haru Ren, and remember, keep being serious about having fun. Bye! I'm totally keeping this box.